Hello guys, I'm Cesar here, welcome to my channel. So Camellya is out and I got her S6, but as you can see, I didn't activate it yet because I wanna start this video with a free-to-play showcase using S0 Camellya and the permanent 5-star weapon, which everyone can get for free. Like, even if you're a new player, there is this permanent event. You only need to reach, level 45 to get the selector, and then you pick the sword. So we are starting at S0, and as we progress through the video, I'll give her the signature weapon and activate her sequences one by one to see how much better she gets after each one. And we will also compare her to other characters like Danjin. Keep in mind, this is mostly going to be a solo Camellya showcase. If you are looking for her teams and rotations, you can find many videos covering that already on YouTube, but for this one I want to focus on her raw damage and capabilities as a solo character. Because that's what I like to do in this game, have one character do all the work. Except at the end of the video, when she's already a 6, I'll add some teammates to buff her and see the maximum damage I can reach. But yeah, this is mostly going to be solo performance. This is the build I'm using, it's gonna stay the same for the entire video. 68 crit rate, 294 crit damage. The forte is maxed out, and these are my echoes. All of them have double crit with at least a few more useful stats. Could be better, of course, especially most of the crit rate stats, they are low rolls. And I wish I had more attack too, but it is what it is, echo farming, But let's see the first fight. This is Mephis Hologram 6, which used to be the hardest hologram when the game released, but Camellya makes him look like a joke because she can spin to win and auto-parry most of the attacks. Her enemy interruption is really good. This is Mephis Hologram, guys, he's supposed to be kicking my ass, but he's sitting there and keeps getting interrupted. Remember, this is S0 Camellya with permanent banner 5-star sword, so these are the raw damage numbers you can expect from a completely free-to-play Camellya solo, if you max out her Forde and manage to get some good echoes. Remember how deadly his clone used to be? Well, Camellya doesn't care about the clone. He's getting auto-parried before you can even see him. Okay, now let's compare S0 Camellya to other solo characters, S0 Xiangli and S6 Danjin, all of them using permanent banner weapons. So can you guess which one is gonna finish first? I'll give you some seconds to take a guess. And as you can probably already tell from the HP bars, it's gonna be Danjin, guys. Danjin, especially at S6, is an absolute monster of a solo character. And I have to say, Camellya at S0 is a bit disappointing for solo gameplay. That doesn't mean she's bad, okay, but she's designed around team play and has a lot of mechanics where you need to use her intro and outro, and you cannot do that in a solo fight. The main issue is you cannot gain Crimson Pistols when solo, you need her intro to get them, and that means you are not able to stack Crimson Balls either, the stacks that boost your normal attack up to 50%. So yeah, at S0 she's a bit awkward to play solo cause she's missing a very important part of her kit. This is gonna change after we activate a few sequences though, cause her damage is so boosted you don't even care about Crimson Balls anymore. Also, keep in mind there may be some skill issues in my Camellya gameplay. This is 6 months of playing Danjin compared to a few days of Camellya. So there are probably many things I can improve on her, but whatever I do, I really doubt it's gonna make her an entire minute faster to be on par with Danjin. Okay, let's give her the signature weapon, and this is gonna make her a lot better. Still not on Danjin level though, but at least she's beating Xiangli now. It's definitely possible to get the 3-star clear at S3R1 if I try hard a bit for more crits, but this is a sequence showcase, so let's get to the point and activate her sequences now. Her first sequence requires using the intro, so it's not relevant to solo gameplay. We are going to skip straight to S2, and now we are talking. This is a 100% boost to Ephemeral, which is her 4th enhanced skill. So remember that 100k nuke she was doing? Well, it's gonna do more than double the damage now. And with this one we can finally bench Danjin. Her S3 is also pretty good. It gives a liberation damage buff and also an attack buff in badding mode. And Camellya enters badding mode before Ephemeral hits, so Ephemeral, which is the nuke, benefits from this attack buff too. And I made a mistake on the S3 showcase, guys, I'm sorry. At S3 you should be waiting until you're in badding mode to use her liberation, so you can take advantage of the new attack buff. I used it randomly and I'm missing the attack boost, but this number you see here is what it would look like if I used it correctly. And then, as I said, Ephemeral also benefits from the attack buff and goes up to 300k at S3. S4 and S5 are also not relevant to solo gameplay, they are about intros and outros, so we are skipping straight to S6. This one is absolutely insane. What it does is increase your Sweet Dream multiplier, so you will notice the swings on badding mode do a lot more damage now. And on top of that adds this perennial thing to her kit, which is basically a second Ephemeral after the first one ends. So she will have almost no downtime between the boosted badding modes. She goes Ephemeral, perennial, wait a few seconds, and you have Ephemeral, then perennial again. Okay, if you look at the swings now, you can see they hit way harder now. That's because of the S6 Sweet Dreams buff. And this second skill now is Perennial, the new one from S6. With this one she has very little downtime. I'm gonna get Ephemeral again really quick. And there it is. So the S6 doesn't buff your nuke screenshot damage, but you are winning twice per rotation now. And there is something interesting I find out, thanks to the mistake I made with the S3 liberation before. At S6, and if you're playing a short fight, like below 1 minute, it's actually better to use liberation at the beginning, out of badding mode. The liberation damage will be lower, sure, but you get concerto energy from it. And that means you will get your first Ephemeral and all your subsequent skills faster. So you're giving up like 50k from liberation to get all your 300k nukes earlier, and this results in a faster clear. Not by a lot, it's only like 4 seconds. And I'm not a fan of doing this, but let's add some teammates to buff her and see what's the maximum damage I can reach with S6R1 Camellya. I'm not gonna try too hard here, I'm building Verina Outro, takes me a while cause I don't have the variation weapon. Then I use her Liberation for the passive buff, and she's also providing Healing Set and Bell Echo. Then I switch to Sanhua for normal attack buff, plus Moonlit Set and Heron Echo. Finally I switch to Camellya, do a few swings to activate Havoc Set, use Liberation to build Concerto faster, And now we are using the full Camellya kit with Crimson Bass and stuff, also the S1, S4 and S5, and I get 700k, followed by many 20k hits, over double the damage compared to solo Camellya. So yeah, as you can see, she performs a lot better with her teammates. By the way, this screenshot damage, you can do something very similar at S3. The S6 gives you a second nuke and more damage on the swings, but doesn't really increase your nuke damage. So if you're S3, your nuke is only missing the normal attack buff from S5, which doesn't change too much anyway. Well, it's time for a quick summary, conclusion on her sequences. If you plan to invest in Camellya past S0, the sequences I showed in this video are the best ones and should be your stopping points. So get her weapon first, it's pretty good. S1 is nice to have, but it's not that great, it's like having 2 more echoes with these Soustas on them. If you're lucky and get like an early PT, it's okay, but I don't recommend spending a hard PT just for this one. S2 is very good, boosting her hardest hitting attack by more than double the damage. S3 is also good, buffing both Liberation and Ephemeral, and this should be your stopping point if you're not planning to go for S6, because S4 is just some extra basic attack, kind of same deal as S1, it's like having 2 more echoes with this Soustat. S5 is alright, her intro and outro hit pretty hard, but if you have reached this point already, try to get the S6, it's the actual crazy one to get rid of her downtime. And that's it for this mostly solo Camellya showcase, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. I cannot tell you I will make a video like this one for every character, cause that will be too expensive for me, but hopefully I'll figure something out to keep bringing Wuthering Waves content to the channel. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope to see you soon.